Alright, so welcome YouTube. Today I'm gonna be reviewing some foreign soda. Now, I'm sure most of you guys know I'm based in the United States, but to start off this video, I have two Russian Fantas. I have the orange one and a Shokata one, which, from what Google says, it's like a Romarian elderflower kind of a flavor, but either way, let's start off with the orange one first. So overall, for the orange one, it has like a nice orange flavor to it, and for me it tastes similar to American orange, like to the American version, but for the Russian version it had more of like a natural orange flavor to it, which I do like a lot. Well, I should have known the ingredient label is in Russian, but either way, I would give the Russian orange Fanta a 9 out of 10 for the rating. So let's move on to the Shokota one now. So there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so overall, it does have an elderflower flavor to it. Now, I remember having like a elderflower Red Bull flavor before, but that, in a way, that's kind of what it reminds me of. But either way, I do enjoy this flavor, but it's not as much as the orange one. But either way, I would give this an 8 out of 10 for the rating. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, for this segment, I'm doing the Portuguese Coca-Cola. I probably mispronounced the language, but I'll get there eventually with it. So let's get into it now. Alright, so overall, I think it's a smoother version compared to the Mexican Coca-Cola, but either way, I love this one a lot. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Now, for me, I always liked Coke whenever it was a smoother flavor, but that's probably why I like this so much. So, but it definitely is one of my favorite versions of Coke, so I'll see you guys when I review the next one. Right, so YouTube, for this part I'm doing 3 El Salvador sodas. Now, they're like Central America area, but here's Koala Champagne. Then here's a Salva Cola. And here's a orange flavored soda. Now, as you guys can tell, these are really tiny. They're 6.5 ounces, so I might as well start off with the orange one first. Alright, so overall it had a nice orange flavor to it. Now, it was like a natural orange flavor, but overall it is enjoyable. I would give it a, but for me, I still felt like it was a basic orange soda flavor, so I would give it an 8 out of 10 for the rating. Now, I know it's, for this, it wasn't really as sweet compared to some of the sodas, like orange sodas I've had, but overall it's still pretty good. So let's move on to the Salva Cola now. Alright, so overall, for me it was like a sweeter cola flavor. Now, the best comparison I can do for this is the Spreacher, Puma. The best comparison I can do for this is the Spreacher Puma Cola. Now, for me, they're roughly the same, although I would say that this this one was more kind of like held back with flavor, and it kind of tasted like it was expired, but either way it still had a good flavor to it. But I would give it an 8 out of 10 for the rating as well. So let's move on to the koala champagne one. Alright, so overall that had a good flavor to it. It tasted like kind of like bubble gum and vanilla for the flavor, but overall this one is my favorite out of the three that I did. But I would give it an 8.5 out of 10 for the rating. But I feel like I've had this before. I can't remember the name of the company, but I feel like it was a Mexican soda brand. But either way, if I remember it, I'll bring it up in a future, like in one of the later parts of the video. But since I'm only probably gonna drink the koala champagne, I might as well include the Middle Eastern Pepsi. Now, it has Arabic writing on the labeling for it, so that's kind of why I think it's Middle Eastern. So let's get into it now. Right, so overall for it, it had a rougher flavor to it. For me, it reminds me a lot of the Mexican Coke, but that's the best comparison I can do for it. But either way, I still enjoy it, but it doesn't dry out my mouth as much as the Mexican Coke has. But I would give it a 8.5 out of 10 for the rating as well. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so for this segment, I'm doing the Mexican Pepsi, as you guys see here. Now, on the label, on the barcode label, it says Mexican, so that's obviously how I knew it was Mexican. But other than that, this looks healthier than North America's. It has 105 calories in it, but yeah, it has 105 calories in it for a 12-ounce bottle. But if I remember correctly, the regular North American Pepsi, I think it has like 150 or 160-ish calories. I want to say it's 150 because that's but that's the standard for most sodas, but let's get into it now. Alright, so overall it has like a good Pepsi flavor to it. I like it more than the Arabic Pepsi that I had, but I felt like this one, it was smooth, and the flavors to me was at least well balanced, but I enjoyed the Mexican Pepsi a lot more than even like the soda shop version of Pepsi in North America, which is essentially the same, but it uses like sugar in it, but it's also mass produced in North America. But I definitely like the Mexican version more, so I would give it a 9 out of 10 for the rating. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so for this part I'm doing Fanta banana chocolate. This one's a Chinese flavor. Then this next two is Japanese ones. There's Fanta grape. And there's like some kind of melon looking flavor, but now this can is a little different from the United States, but I think this is a 12-ounce bottle. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with this Fanta first. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so overall that one was a peach flavor, but either way it was still pretty good for being a soda, for being a fruit flavored soda. Now it's not one of my personal favorites, but overall it still holds up. I would give it a 7 out of 10 for the rating, so let's move on to the Fanta grape one now. So there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so overall that had like a natural grape flavor to it, like the actual fruit to it. Overall it is a little more sweeter, but overall I do enjoy it a lot more compared to the American version. But overall I would give it a 9 out of 10 for the rating. So but it, like I said, it's one of my favorite like versions of Fanta grape. So let's move on to the banana chocolate one now. Alright, so overall it mostly had a chocolate flavor to it, but it was sweeter, but in a way it was better than any chocolate soda I remember I ever had, but in a way I still don't like it because I never truly liked chocolate soda. But I would give it a 7 out of 10 for the rating. So I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so for this one I'm doing a Fanta. This one is a Mexican one. Now I want to say this is grape Fanta because that's what it looks like to me. So let's get into it now. Alright, so overall, it was great Fanta, but the flavor's just a lot better compared to the American version. Now, this one I'd love a lot. It has like that natural grape flavor that I like, and for me, I just always enjoyed Mexican sodas more compared to American versions of it, but I would give this a 9 out of 10 for the rating. It's definitely one of my favorites, so I'll see you guys in the next segment. Alright, so YouTube, for this one I'm doing Middle Eastern 7 Up. Now it's in Arabic, so that's like I believe I did one before that was in Arabic, and I believed it was Middle Eastern as well, but either way, let's get into it now. Right, so overall, it tasted great. For me, it was a little more on the lime side of flavoring, but either way, I enjoyed it a lot, and I would give it an 8.5 out of 10 for the rating, but I'm sure they used real sugar in this, but I can't even, I don't read Arabic, I never learned the language, but either way, it's still one of my favorite, like 7-Up versions, so I'll see you guys in the next segment when I finish off the video. Alright, so YouTube, to finish up this video, I have British Lemon Coca-Cola, as you guys see here, and this one is, I want to say a Mexican, it's called, Tiki Pina, but I want to say it's Mexican, because it's from Guatemala, but it looks like a like group from Canada Dry, but there's what it looks like now. The bottle says that it's a pineapple soda, but I did accidentally drop like a small orange Mexican soda on the ground, and the bottle broke, but either way, it was obviously an accident, but I have to disclude that now because I only bought one bottle of it. So let's start off with the Guatemala soda. Right, so overall, it obviously tasted like pineapple, but overall it wasn't sweet at all. It was just more of like what pineapple regularly tastes like, which I do enjoy it not being as sweet, but overall I would give it an 8.5 out of 10 for the rating, but either way, it definitely is. Well, it is my favorite pineapple soda that I've had, but let's move on to the Coke Lemon now. So there's what it looks like. Let's review it now. Alright, so overall, to me it just tastes like regular Coke, but the lemon flavor wasn't as noticeable, but I could still taste it in there. Now it's different for me. I don't think I really like it, but as of right now, I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 for the rating. Now, it's not the worst thing I've had, but it also isn't up there in the higher ranks of soda flavors that I like either. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.